everybody, Elizabeth here at Petals and Parchment. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are on week 50 of the Reflective Rolodex Challenge, where we focus on mindfulness and gratitude while working on our art practices. Now, before we get started, I just like to observe a little ritual that I started with the Reflective Rolodex to light a candle. I'm trying to send a signal to my body that it's time to relax and have fun. Now, if you've been here before, you know that I like to take a few minutes at the beginning to take a few deep breaths and sort of ease into the experience and release any tension or stress that might have built up from the previous week. So if that's something you'll feel comfortable doing, you can go ahead and close your eyes and take a big deep breath in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Feel your shoulders soften and your heart open. Take a big deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Follow your joy, not any rules. Take a big deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let curiosity lead the way. Allow your hands to move freely. Take a big deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let all your care and worries fade away. Notice your breath. Is it calm? Even? Be present and get ready to have fun. When you're ready, open your eyes and let's get started. Okay, so let's take a look at the journaling prompts. Week 50. We are in week 2, cultivating peace in December. So week 2 of December, exploring calm, stillness, and the practices that restore balance. I really like these prompts. Actually, I could talk about them quite extensively. The quiet haven, where do you feel most at peace? That's a toss-up between my art studio and my bed. Those are two of my safe, peaceful places. I just really love to spend time trying to connect to myself. What helps you slow down when life feels rushed? I have to actively pause and take a few deep breaths and reprioritize tasks in order of importance. And then I think it's important to stop sometimes and acknowledge when something needs your attention. So just stopping and pausing in the middle of things has been helping me recently. And how do you soothe yourself when emotions feel heavy? I found that it's really helpful for me to close my eyes and put my hands on my heart and then just breathe and sort of connect to my heart space when emotions feel heavy. I also, because I get overwhelmed so easily when things get hectic, I need to remove myself from situations and calm myself privately. So those are some things that work for me. So feel free to take a look at any of these journaling prompts and see if there's anything that you like to reflect on. You can write it in a journal or on a journaling card and stick it in a journal. You could also just sit and quietly reflect on these questions, or you don't have to do them at all, whatever feels right for you. So let's get started on the art portion. Okay, so today is going to be sort of fun. I was thinking of a silent night and what that would look like, and I've been wanting to play with a gingerbread theme since it's December. So I'm just gonna do like a nighttime background if I can figure out how to do that. I think I have an idea. So I've got my Rolodex card is on some really heavy watercolor paper. You can use mixed media paper or just whatever you have available. And I'm just gonna try a wet on wet technique. So I'm spraying the card and I don't want it to buckle, so I'm just gonna get the back a little bit wet too. Let that just kind of sit in some water there. And I've got just some cheapy watercolors here that I'm just gonna hydrate, and my water brush, and I'm just gonna try to achieve like a dark swirly night sky effect for the background, and do that by like dropping some blues and maybe mix it with a little bit of black to make it more nighttime colors. I'm just gonna try to make a night sky. So I'm just gonna try to pick up the paint a little bit. Okay, here's the fun part. We're gonna make a little gingerbread village. So I've created these pieces on chipboard, so they're actually quite sturdy. And I'll show you how I did this one, and then we can do some landscaping. So you can make a Christmas tree or any kind of trees that you want. And then I've also got some cardboard and paper, like textured sparkly paper, to make sort of like a hillside. And then I do have a tip for getting this kind of cardboard. Just grab a piece of cardboard, and if you can't tear the panels off of it, you can lightly spray it with water and let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then come back and it'll peel right off, even the really tricky sides that just don't want to come off. And then you'll get this nice thin corrugated sheet. And then I've just got some chipboard. If you don't have chipboard, you can use just plain cardboard like this, and this is also what you can use to tear apart to get the corrugated. You could use a cereal or some type of food box or brown construction paper, or you could just paint paper with brown paint and then use that. So really just use whatever you have. And so I'm going to set these aside and show you how I made my house and my little trees. Okay, so for this one, I have this cute little stamp that is, I don't know what brand it is. I got it at a thrift store, and I bought a whole set of stamps just to have this little house. I love it so much. I just love little houses. Little whimsical houses make me so happy. I don't know why. So I used this white picket fence distress ink, and then I stamped it onto the brown paper. And this was like a super light print. So all I did was take a white gel pen and go around all of the lines, and then I cut it out. And this is what I ended up with. But of course, not everybody is going to have a house stamp. So you can just draw a house and you can make it however you want. So I thought I would just show you like a really easy house. I always start with the roof, and you can decide to have a really pointy roof or a crooked roof or sort of a steeple, whatever you want. I'm gonna have a little short roof and a little short house, and you just draw a triangle on top of a square. It's as easy as that. And then you can draw like a round door if you want. You can put the handle on whatever side you want. Give it cute little windows. I'm gonna do circular windows on this one. And then you can just go make gingerbread details. So with your white pen, you'll just do little dots or lines, little hearts, little circles all the way around to make it look like gingerbread. You can do icing strips. So yeah, whatever you want, but it's super easy. Can you see that? To draw a house. Really, really easy. You can put little panes, window panes in the windows. You can give it a chimney. So all kinds of things you can do to draw little whimsical houses, and the same with your tree. So I'm just doing really basic shapes. This is just a rounded triangle and a tree trunk. Just a rounded triangle and then a rectangle. Very easy. And then for the, what are they called, deciduous trees and evergreen. So for the deciduous trees, just did like kind of a horseshoe shape, like a headband, and then a little trunk. And then it's really with the details that you're gonna make these pieces shine. So your white gel pen doing the icing decorations. So once you've drawn them and you've outlined them with the white pen and cut them out, then it's time to assemble our card. Okay, here's my my card so far, and while it's blank, I'm gonna take just a script stamp and my white ink and put a little bit of script writing in the background here. I hope it shows up. Okay, it's pretty faint, but I can see it. It looks pretty good. Now I'm going to build the hillside. So I think this house lives at the top of the hill. I'm just going for different textures here. I'm gonna staple these two together and then glue this one on top, just like that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna glue this down, but I'm also going to put like a little raised piece of mounting squares. So I'm gonna get that stuck down. Mounting square. And then I'm just gonna take like a black gel pen and go around the sentiments. Okay, here's my little gingerbread silent night. You could have a lot of fun and make the houses really teeny and do rows of them. Whatever you can imagine, you can achieve. I would love to see your gingerbread village if you decide to make one. Share your posts in the Facebook group Petals and Parchment, and I hope you have a great crafty weekend. Until next time, bye!